Welcome back, my enlightened ones. Welcome back to my channel. It is I, Four Winds Cat here. If you're new here, happy to have you join us. I'm going to jump over to comments and say hi to everybody. So happy to have you all here with us tonight. We have Chris in here, of course. We have our mod, Adam, and his lovely husband, and Angie, and Vincent, and Shane and Natalie. Glad to have you. Julie, welcome, welcome. So happy to have you all come and join us. Michael, my friend, hello, my friend, and anybody else who joins us later on, you're just as valuable and you're just as important. And welcome, and so happy to have you all here. So tonight, I'm going to say it, it's going to be a crazy night. I have no papers to read to you. I am running off banners tonight. This is stuff that's stuck in my head, so forgive me if I screw up. So just to go over a few things, we will be working with angel numbers, Doreen Virtue tonight. At the end, after, we will be walking you through a meditation, which I have created myself. I have worked on it several hours. So it's about a 10-minute long meditation, but it will work for you guys. I promise. I have walked Sarah through this, and she had an amazing regression past life. She was in Victorian times and met her husband and her two daughters, and I actually pulled her out and she was crying. So if by chance you should cry or be emotional when you come out of it, that's a good thing. That means you're healing stuff that needed to be healed from a past life. So that's fantastic. I will say though, when we do the meditation tonight, if you can actually go ahead and set a recorder for yourself. So as I'm going to ask you questions through the meditation, just say it out loud in your house, because you will forget some of the stuff, because this is not just a meditation, but it's a form of hypnosis. Yes, I'm taking over your minds. This is a form of hypnosis. So it's good to just speak out loud and just get it on recording. So later on, if I don't cover all the things that you saw in your dream, you can actually go and look it up online, and see what the meaning is to the things that you got. Now, remember, colors, numbers, smells, any of these things are triggers from your past life. So it's very, very important to remember and try to remember all. So jumping back over to comments. Hi, Mike. I'm so happy you're here with us tonight. You must have took a nap. So anyway, so this is really crazy. I wanted to share this with you guys. My daughter, Hannah, is actually up from Kentucky, and she actually found a dead cicada. And what she did is she rehydrated it, and she actually put it in resin. I don't know if you can see this, guys, but that is really crazy, to actually see a cicada. Yeah, and it's just really cool. I love it. She knows I like weird things, so I'm the easiest person to buy for. Find a dead spider, and there you go. There's a kid, this gift for cat. So I cherish and love all. So anyway, so how is everybody tonight? I hope everybody's ready to go. This is also going to help with your shadow work, repairing some shadow work. We will be talking about reincarnation tonight. We will be talking about, oh my gosh, I got so much in my head. I'm off paper here, so forgive me. But we will be talking about reincarnation tonight, the veil of amnesia that you've heard me speak about. We will be talking about two major chakras, which is a causal chakra, as well as the soul star chakra, because this is where this information from your past life comes in from the angelic realm. We will be going through asking the angels to come in and join us tonight, because we want to do this safely, of course. Very important. So past life regression, let's just delve right in. I'm just going to jump back over to comments, make sure. Okay, everybody good? Everybody, can everybody hear me okay? Because this is kind of important, because I'm going to be rambling on, and when I get on a tangent, there's no stopping this one. So anyway, just let me know. Just give me a thumbs up. Just let me know that. Welcome, Sarah. Great to have you with us, my darling daughter. I can leave this camera on all week long and I won't see anything zip by or buzz by or fly by. And the second I turn it on for a class, stuff starts to happen. So it's really crazy. I got these little tiny midgy flies in my room. It's ridiculous. I have a hole in my screen, so they're coming to join me. So anyway, Sharon, welcome. Great to have you join us tonight. Welcome. Good to have you. So, past life regression. Here we go. So past life regression, why do it? The unhealed person, unhealed person can find offense in pretty much anything someone else does. A healed person understands the actions of others has absolutely nothing to do with them. Each day you get to decide which one you will be. So by doing the past life regression, this helps heal that side of you you don't understand, but our personality here is carried over from lifetimes as well as our fears and our traumas. And we're going to be explaining more about this. So, what is past life regression? Okay, past life regression is PLR. Um, it's an exciting trip into your own past lives, unlocking doors in your mind that open other worlds, worlds that were yours in another lifetime. This is a technique which will take an individual back through time to their previous lives by accessing normally hidden memories in the subconscious mind. The mind is amazing things. We don't realize that there's stuff stuck in our subconscious mind that a trauma or something in this lifetime can actually all of a sudden bring forth, and that can create that PTSD that a lot of us all have. I have it too from all my back surgeries. So believe me, we all have a form of PTSD, whether it's minuscule or whether it's big and huge. It does all affect us in this lifetime, and it's nice if we can do some healing on that so we don't carry it over into the next lifetime because we do get reincarnated if you believe in that again. So, past life regression. Many of us have past lives. We are here to learn the lessons and truths about those lives in which we did not in the past. We have soul contracts made with others to help us on this journey, and we very often will recognize them coming into our life by the way it feels. So not just listening and seeing what is going on in your past life meditation I'm going to be doing with you tonight. But feeling is so important. Remember, the paranormal world is controlled by your emotions. This is how places get haunted. Ah, I got killed. I had to throw out that emotion out there, that scare out there, and it traps that soul in that realm. Okay. And that's how places get haunted. So, what is past life regression? Practitioners of this technique believe we all have past lives and use hypnosis to help recover these memories. It is hoped that these memories can reveal why you are struggling with a certain issue in this life and explain who you are. What happens in the session? The therapist will ask you questions about your present life and the issues you hope to resolve. They will help you to become deeply relaxed to allow you to access subconscious memories. Regression can be fully sensory experience, visualizing situations, hearing sounds, and even recalling smells. So that's kind of cool. Ah, okay. So, past life regression therapy is a profound experience in which you recall your own past life memories while in a very relaxed state. Hopefully, this meditation will put you in a relaxed state. Um, I explain about uncrossing your legs. And again, to remember as we get ready to do the meditation itself, please have a recorder on. Always just keep your eyes closed. Just don't open your eyes during the hypnosis that I'm going to be walking you through. But do feel free to say, "Oh, I was giving a crystal, a quartz crystal." Just say that because you might not remember afterwards. And at the end of the class, we will be going over some of the things. I have crystal lists for you and what their meanings are, as well as a few other things to explain angel numbers. I'm going to be putting you on a train tonight to go back to your past. And this will, there's certain numbers. I'm going to ask you what you see. So call that out to your recorder if you can. It's very important. I'm jumping back over to comments. Don't want to be rude. Um, just making sure I said hi. Deja vu. Vujade. That's never happened before. So anyway, okay, so moving on, we are going to here. All right, enlightenment and darkness. People have been able to experience the miracles of past life regression therapy after their unexplained body aches, for which there were no medical reasons to have disappeared after visiting a past life where they saw the real person behind the pain. So you may have aches and pains that have been with you in this entire lifetime that may actually disappear tonight. So this is really amazing stuff, guys. It really is. So let's consider this for a moment. Consider for a moment that what you call your personality is actually just a composite of habits and behavioral patterns you develop to cope with trauma. Now ask yourself, who am I outside of the pain? That's a big question. Who would I be if I stopped living life as a product of my story? And that's hopefully what this is going to do for you tonight. Tomorrow, the meditation in tonight's class will be dropping at 5 a.m. tomorrow morning. Please feel free, so you don't have to come back to the class to actually get it. Please feel free to go in, do that meditation over and over again. Just because it brought you into maybe Victorian times tonight, you've healed that. Now you go back and do the meditation again, and it might take you back to medieval times or some place that might be a little bit darker, or another place that you need to. It's always going to heal something in you. So there's no, you can't do it enough. Seriously, guys, you cannot do this enough. So, past life regression in a trance, a shallow level of hypnosis. We can ask your higher self, the part of you that remains non physical, for permission to visit past lives. Once permission is given, we can unlock people's places, events, emotions, and other lifetimes. These events are usually relevant to your current lifetime. This brings about a sense of peace, clarity towards your own life. Okay, so anyway, this is crazy stuff here, guys. So I hope you're getting ready to go on a journey. So here we go. The individual soul is constantly reborn into this world, rising or falling in fortune according to its deeds and their consequences, which is called karma. And I want to point out, karma is not a punishment. It isn't. We have to learn from our karma what we've done in our past that wasn't correct. Okay. So by it coming and repeating itself over and over and over again, hopefully eventually we can lighten that karma and release it in time. So it's very important. Again, it's not a form of punishment. Going to jump over to comments. I got people talking. Hello, Dr. Kairos. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Welcome. So happy to have you join us tonight. So happy you're here with us. Thank you for joining us. Let's see here. 11 signs your soul has been reincarnated many times. You have reoccurring dreams. I help people with a lot of those reoccurring dreams, trying to help release them. Out of place memories. You have a strong intuition. There's that deja vu, Adam. You're an empath. You feel people's energies very strongly. This is why I teach you guys to bubble up, because you don't want to take on other people's garbage that's around you and take that into your auric field, because that can make you sick, or it can give you make you very anxious, and among other things that you can actually feel. Precognition, knowing what the future is going to be. Retrocognition, I'm not exactly sure what that one is. I caught myself off guard with that one. Retro, okay, going back to the past. So past life experiences would be what that is. I was just told that. You feel older than your age reflects. You're an old soul. That is a good point. You actually understand why people react the way they react. When people act out of anger, anger is another form of fear. And that's what I always try to remember first before I come down and put my claws out and start ripping people apart. I try to understand where this fear is coming from. Okay, so That is very, very important, okay? You have a great affinity for certain cultures. I do. I love to study all cultures, as we're going to be starting Bastet, the Egyptian culture, next week. We will be starting that. I then after that, there is a demonic entity. I'm not going to tell you what his name is, which is going to be a September class coming up. And this is actually Filipino. So I love to study cultures, and it's so funny how they all kind of overlap each other. We all have same beliefs as far as angels or spiritual beings and so forth. And it's so cool to see it from a different perspective. And that's what I love to do. Unexplained fears and phobias. You feel as though this earth is not your home. And that's the biggest thing that we all feel. And that's what I used to feel. You feel disconnected from source. You feel disconnected from this earthly or this gross realm that we live in, and we don't understand why we're here. It's like, I just want to go home. We are here because this gross realm is the frequency dimensional realm that we can learn these life lessons into, hopefully rid ourselves eventually of that karma. When that karma gets released and you become enlightened, the enlightened ones, higher in that frequency. I don't want to come back. That's why I teach these classes and help everybody and do what I do, lands cleansings, and go out as a shaman, and I do all the stuff that I do is because it's not just helping people, but I'm also helping myself in the process as well. And when you get to a certain stage, you actually don't have to come back anymore. You can help from the other side. So that's really cool. So we've done that one. Okay, so let's move on to this one. The process of reincarnation. We're going to start at birth, the lower right here, joining with the physical body. This is when the veil of amnesia gets dropped. We forget who we are. Because if we know that we can come back and do this again, and this life sucks, we can say, "Hey, I'm done here. This isn't for me." And we don't need people committing suicide, because I'm going to tell you what happens when that happens. You get stuck in the astral realm, and I have to come looking for you and clear that karmic, and release you and forgive that, and get you to where you need to be. So it's very important not to do these bad things to yourself, because you don't want to get stuck in a place where you're not meant to be. Okay. Incarnation on earth, living our lessons, karma, contracts. Contracts are things we create with source, angelic realm. I want to learn this time around. I want to learn this. I want to learn this. This is where our soul family comes in, because our soul families are part of these contracts. They make contracts also with source to come back and to learn and to be there as your support system, as I'm your support system, but you guys are also my support system. You help me shine. You give me the incentive to want to carry on and to help more people, because you are all incredible beings of light, and I love you all. So anyway, so third dimension, this is where this all takes place. And of course, death, liberation from the physical body. I just released a death video, what happens to you after you die from the physical body, what happens to the physical body, as it goes through the putrid stage where it decomposes and so forth. But it also explains a little bit more. So if you want to check that out, it is on my channel, what happens to you when you die. And that's a really kind of insightful video. If you haven't seen it, it kind of explains the death situation, incarnation a little bit, and so forth. Now, the fourth dimension, this is usually some people, if their frequency is not high enough, they can't cross over directly straight up to source, because cords, and this is why I always have you guys cut cords and remove things from your auric field, from all your physical and your spiritual bodies, is because you can actually get tied down to the earthly plane, and we don't want that. You have better things to do, okay, than be stuck. But I will tell you, the fourth dimension, and this is also the fairy realm as well, But this is also considered what's called the ether, the astral realm, if you want to talk about that. It lays directly on top of the gross realm, which is where we are now. The angelics, what they'll do is if your frequency is not high enough to cross up to source, the angelics take you here and they work with you and they do healing with you until your frequency is high enough and your cords have been cut to let go of that earthly plane, so you're not going to stay a ghost. So you can actually go up to where you need to be. Okay. So that is the lower mental plane, okay, of existence. I'm also told too that the ether, something just shot by, that the ether also as well is sources God's mind. Everything is created here. The tectonics of the universe are created in this dimension. Okay. Now we move up to the fifth dimension, which is your life review. When you die, and this is kind of crazy, your brain stays alive after you die. Your brain continues on. I think it's for about 20 seconds to a minute after you die. And this is when the actually life review actually happens. And it's stored in your subconscious, and things connect with that, okay, through the causal chakra, which we will be talking about in a moment. And it connects with that, and it shows you the good things in your life that you accomplished as well as the bad things. And again, I don't believe in a God that condemns you to hell and you're going to burn for eternity. That's not the God that I deal with. And again, this is my reality, and I don't want to push that over to you guys. I'm just sharing the information that I do get from source and from the angelics that I do automatic writings with, and this is what they tell me. Okay. He's not this self-righteous, I'm going to condemn you. And that's where the karma kind of comes into play. Okay. Is at that point. Um, I also have been told too, we don't get reincarnated right away. The soul needs to heal. There's time for the soul. We actually usually do wait for our loved ones to cross over and to come and be with us. So, because that is part of the healing process, is to see them again and to feel them again and to be with them and to help heal any issues that we may have had with them. That's part of the healing process. So, the gateway met by loved ones, there it is, because you always hear about how people, when they die or have near death experiences, I've had five. Okay. I actually got into the tunnel vision. I lost all peripheral vision. I was having an asthma attack. I was bleeding out internally. I was very close. My blood pressure was 50. That's how close I came. you know but I heard my grandmother chime in. I heard my grandmother, control your breathing, Catherine. And then I was asked a question. I heard this very loud, and this was a booming voice I heard very clearly and very loud in my head. Catherine, you have a decision to make. Do you wish to stay or do you wish to come home? That was the question I was asked. And all I could think of was my three children I was going to be leaving behind and how devastated they would be without me in their lives. And it was I didn't even take me a second. I want to stay. And from that point on, I was whisked away to surgery, and here I am. So that's the end of that story. So, again, these are my experiences, and then I'm sharing with you. I know that there's an afterlife. My daughter, Sarah Sinister, she has her Sinister Stream channels. We have proven it many times. We've actually caught in ghosts. We've actually caught in spirits, along with other entities, as well as communication. And it's obviously there is an afterlife after this one. So, healing and restoring. This is the Hall of Healing. Okay. Um, Again, this is in the fifth dimension. So when you get rid of the cord cutting from the earthly plane, that you move up to the fifth dimension, and from here we just continue on up. The ninth dimension and on higher is where these angelic beings are, but the angelic beings also hang out here, as well as we're going to be calling them in tonight. So they also hang out with us here in the gross realm. So between lives, the Hall of Records, the Akasha Records, which we did do a class on the Akasha Records, the Council of Elders, the Soul Progress and Purpose of Soul Group, the Soulmate, special studies, recreation, and pre-birth. So before a baby, I'm going to take this down now so you can see my face if I can hide it. There we go. Um, I was actually asked because this is the problem I had. I said, people think if there's a God, why do they let people die from cancer? Why would they let a baby be born into this world just to die hours later? The soul is about the experience, and this is what they tell me, okay? Think about it. Maybe the baby just wanted the experience to know what it was like to be born, and that was it. Okay, I've lost a child. That was my one of my near-death experiences, okay? That's why I was bleeding out. Okay, so but that was one of the conversations in an automatic writing I had with them. The soul is all about the experience. We forget this. It's not our place to judge the higher ups. They know what they're doing. They've been doing this a very long time. Okay, but to understand it, we're thinking and trying to understand it with the human mind, and it cannot be understood completely with the human mind. It really, really cannot. Now, I asked the question, here it is. There's the big question. When does the soul actually enter into the physical body? There's the question. You can get into the Abortion Act, and I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. But my point is that the soul actually enters the child's body upon as it's being delivered through the birth canal. But I'm also told there's other times, depending on the little soul that wants to learn the experience, it may actually go into the body from the blastocyst or the zygote stage when the cells stop multiplying, when the sperm meets that beautiful egg. Okay, it can actually start going into that biological aspect of it as well, because it wants to be there in utero and know what it feels like in utero. It's up to the soul. It's up to the soul contract, if that makes sense. Okay, so I'm going to jump over to chat, holding where I am here in banner so I know where I am. I'm going to jump over to comments. So, welcome, Jasmine. Oh, my modest. I missed you, my beautiful little soul. Welcome. So happy to hear you. So happy to have you back. She's been taking the summer off with her beautiful children and dealing with some personal stuff. So happy to have you here tonight, honey. Oh my goodness. Great. Awesome. Okay, jumping back. Okay, so let's move on to the soul star chakra, because this is where all this beautiful information comes from. So again, we're going to start at the base here, in the red area, bottom of your coccyx, okay? The base area, which we know is the root chakra, and then we have the sacral chakra, which is the next one up. This is your sacral area. This has to do with your your fertility, your gonads, and all those lovely things. So that's your sacral area there. So remember the lower chakras and then the solar plexus. Okay, we're going to include in that. Now remember we talked about the hara. So the hara chakras are these: the solar plexus, the sacral, and the baseline. This is your hara chakra that we discussed, okay? This is your primal side of you. This is your fight for flight. This is what comes out when you're scared. This is your survival mode, okay? And the second you hit that heart chakra, you're starting to go spiritual, okay? And so when I tell you when you're going to do a meditation, don't eat before the meditation, at least a heavy meal, because what happens is it turns all physical. Your physical body is sitting here trying to digest the food and doing what it needs to do. So, like for instance, when I go out on cases where I'm cleansing lands or I'm removing demonic entities or negative entities, if you're more comfortable with that, when I'm removing these negative things, I will fast for 3 days. I will not eat, seriously. The only thing I take in is water and drinks. That's it. Luckily my body doesn't get low blood sugar, and I don't get the shakes or anything. I'm so used to doing it. I've been doing it my entire life. Fasting. So anyway, so that's a great thing there. So when you hit that heart chakra, remember the resonance of the heart chakra is 1,000 times higher than that of the mind. That's insane, okay? That heart chakra has power behind it. Everything you want to know, the answers to life, you meditate and you go into that heart chakra and you listen. This is how you connect with source. This is how you connect with all these lovely, lovely beings, okay? Then we get up to the throat chakra. This is Archangel Michael's chakra, okay? Here, that cobalt blue, lovely color there. It's about communication. Also, lack of communication. If you're not speaking how you feel to others, you're blocking that chakra. That's not good because all your chakras need to be working in order to get information, to get things coming in from source, as well as from up from Mother Gaia through our feet and through the base and the sacral. And this is why I tell you guys, whenever you pull any energy into yourselves, dump it into your heart chakra, because what's your heart going to do? It's going to pump it and it's going to push it through your entire body and get it all mingled in. Remember that heart chakra, that's so important. Okay. So anyway, so this is the Enya, which is the third eye here that we're moving on to. New terminology for you guys here. Your third eye, that is your pituitary gland. Excuse me, pituitary, no, pineal, my bad. Sorry. Pineal gland, it's one of the P's. So this is your pineal gland that's located between the two lobes in your brain, right in the middle. This is your third eye. This is your imagination. When I tell you people to use your imagination and be that childlike being, when you pretend things, that's your third eye. You're activating it. Visualization. When you visualize things, that's your third eye. Then we're up to the crown chakra. From the crown chakra, this is where all this information starts to come into our body from source, from the angelics and all these lovely beings. Your soul star chakra, and there is a chakra between the crown and the soul star, which is called the caswell chakra. I will be talking about it in a second. Okay, but the soul star chakra is the one that we're concentrating on tonight, because this is where our past life information starts to come in to play here. So the soul star chakra, oh, my mousey fell asleep. Wake up, mousey. Soul star chakra, the seat of the soul, I transcend, located 6 inches above the crown, the center of the divine love, compassion, selflessness, and karmic residue. Activates spiritual skills in the crown and stellar gateway, where cosmic energy and divine love enter into our bodies, associated with the origin of the enlightenment and ascension process. Develops our spiritual abilities, awakens telepathy, clairvoyancy, inner knowing, empathy, etc. Aids emotional balance, mental clarity, and vision. The crystals are kyanite, uh Cavenzite, never heard of that one. Astrophenolites. Wow, these are gonna kill me tonight. I always throw words in here to kill myself. Apophylites, Dambarite, Celestialite, and Tanzanite. Tanzanite, that's one of my faves. Connecting your soul to the consciousness mind enables you to gain awareness of your soul's purpose. I'm going to stop here for a second because I got barky dogs in the living room. Ghost Mama, welcome to my channel. I am Kat for Winds. Happy to have you join us here tonight. So happy to have you all. So now we're going to move on to this one. Okay, so below the feet is the Earth Soul Star Chakra, okay, or Earth Star Chakra, if you want to call it that, okay. Sandalphron, the angel Sandalphron is in charge of this one, the Advanced Spiritual 12 Chakra System. Here we go, okay. So again, we have the base root chakra, that's your root chakra, that's the color red. Then we have the color orange, which is your sacral chakra, and your solar plexus. Again, this is the hara, okay. When I do soul retrievals on people, this is where I dump things, is in the hara, to be healed, because I don't want to totally integrate it back into the person until this soul piece, this that broke away, this soul fragment needs to be healed. Okay, then we move up to the heart chakra, which is the green, then the throat chakra, which again is the blue, indigo. The third eye chakra, the violet, is the crown chakra. And then we have pearl white. This is the caswell chakra, okay? Metatron likes to dump. I'm going to explain to you. You guys, do your ears ring a lot? That's the caswell chakra. Metatron dumps codes, DNA coding, activation codings. That's where he puts it, is in that causal chakra, okay? And that's what causes that ringing in your ears, and that's that tinnitus that we all get, okay? I actually get it really high pitched, and it's usually in my left ear, and recently it's been in my right ear. So apparently something they're working on something else now. Maybe they've worked on that side and they're working on the other side. I don't know. So anyway, but that's what that ringing is, and that's where it gets dumped. Is the causal chakra is about this high above your head to the back. Okay, so it's about right here. Okay, it's not directly above your head, it's to the back. So that is where your causal chakra is located. Okay, because this person, he's facing you and you can't see where it is. So, and then from there we have the magenta pink, which is a soul star chakra. And again, this is where we're going to be working on, is the causal and the soul star chakra. These are the two chakras we are working on tonight. Then you have the blue green, which is the universal chakra, and the stellar gateway and the shimmering gold chakra. Remember, we actually have 110, yes, chakras. And again, in my enlightenment channel, I have put an activation if you want to clear out and activate every single one of your chakras. I do have it. It's on my enlightenment page. Look up the 110 chakras and you will find it. It is under, I believe it's under video shorts is what I believe it is under. So if you want to look for that. So anyway, what is the causal chakra and what does it do? It deals with the exploration of spirit and higher wisdom, provides the seeker with a deep and intimate connection to the world of spirit, allows a two-way flow of energy and light from the angelic realms, can easily access loving Christ consciousness. Through the causal chakra, we receive messages, information, and inspiration from the higher spiritual realms. Metatron. Before the chakra is activated, it must be opened, responsive, and free from any programmed belief system. And it's so hard because we get so caught up in our belief systems. Believe me, you asked me 20 years ago if I believed in angels, I would say, I like to believe in them, but I'm not sure. And here I am having doing I got books upon books of automatic writings I do with them. It's just amazing. So your belief system is going to keep changing as you elevate and go up in enlightenment, because you see more of the grand design. You get little pieces of the puzzle, and eventually you put those pieces together and you can see the grand puzzle and the grand design of it all. Okay. So anyway, so where was I? Before the chakra, okay, we've got program belief systems. All right, when this energy center is overloaded and out of balance, we are unable to release the memories of old patterns, behaviors, and experiences. We keep going back to the same crap over and over again, replaying that movie over and over again. We continue to attract similar experiences until you understand and move on. You don't like the frequency, you don't like the experience you're in, get out of the frequency of it. Like that, dialing that radio dial. If you don't like the experience, meditate, call your angels in and say, hey, what can I do to get above this? I could be reoccurring nightmares that could be just haunting you. Get out of the frequency of it. Do things. I've taught you guys how to smudge and cleanse your rooms. I've taught you how to make your own holy water. That works. You don't need a priest or a minister. Again, these are other people's beliefs. I've been executed for it, basically. I've had people yell at me about that. It needs to be a minister. Well, I am a minister, but anyway, I am an ordained minister. But you have the right to do these things. Just as in the Bible, it says a child needs to be baptized. In the Bible, in a book that I actually have, says that you yourselves can administer a baptism in a state of emergency. Say if somebody is passing away and you cannot get a minister in there in time, you can do a baptism on them and do a cleansing on them. The power is there. It's the belief system you have to work with. If you totally believe, you're doing it, you're manifesting it, you're creating it, you're doing it, and that's just how it works, okay? So we continue to attract similar experiences into our lives that get caught up in self-judgment, guilt, and regret. Very important. So this is the end of my banners, guys. I'm going to jump over to chat. I'm going to tell you guys, take a break. If you want to get a drink, I'm going to talk for a couple of seconds. Just, I'm great at rambling. If you want to grab a drink, go to the bathroom, whatever. This meditation is not very long, okay? It's only 10 minutes, but you'll be amazed what you will get out of this 10 minutes, okay? Jesus loves me, yes, I know, for the Bible tells me so. Exactly. Little ones, you guys, you're so cute, Adam. I love you. Um, so I'm so pleased you guys are all here with me tonight. I'm just killing time while everybody takes a break. Just let me know when you guys are ready to go. So basically what I'm going to do is, yes, Ghost Mama. It does. Absolutely. I actually teach Reiki. I'm a Reiki master, on many things. I'm actually a Reiki master. And if you look on my channel, I taught free Reiki all the way up to the master level. Okay. If you want to just watch those classes and do the meditations, because it's all done through meditations. And it works through the chakra system. Angelics are tied to each chakra in our bodies, and it all works off the chakra system, because when the chakra system's working correctly, that's when your clairvoyancy comes in. That's when the blocks get released and the balance comes in. When we don't have that balance, and we're kind of what I call uh, emotionally broken, okay? When we don't have that balance, that's when we get those blocks, and we're not so we don't have so much intuition and understanding of everything. I used to be blocked, believe me, and now I'm talking to angelics. Like I said, I have books upon books of automatic writings. I've actually shared some with you guys, but I do teach holy fire Reiki, and is the highest vibrational Reiki out there, next to the world peace Reiki that I've actually taught. And I also have the and it's a meditation that you do for the world peace Reiki. So this is the highest vibrational Reiki out there, because it's coming directly down from source. It works off the ascended masters. It works off of Kuan Yin, Saint Germain, Jesus Christ, Mother Mary, and God. Okay, you don't get any higher than that. So it's a really, really powerful, powerful Reiki. And if you want to get your certificate in the class, again, these classes are all free, but if you want to actually get, I actually have it here with me. Hang on one second. This is the book. If you wanted to pay the addition, pay $100, you would get the actual book, which allows you to actually teach and start teaching. But you also get the certificate as well that comes along with it, with your name signed. And you can actually, you have the right to start doing Reiki on people. And I make $50, $60 an hour doing Reiki on people. So there's money to be made there. But again, the classes are all free. The book and the certificate is the $100, if you want to pay that. And you can ask, all these guys in this class tonight have gone through my Reiki class, and they can tell you it's an excellent class. But you can just check out the videos and then decide what you want to do. And if you go through all the videos and you decide that you want to actually go ahead and pay the $100, I will send you out a beautiful certificate. I am Reiki certified and trained under William Rand. So anyway, so just wanted you to know that. So I guess we are going to get moving. Is everybody ready to go? Everybody good? If you're looking for the Reiki classes, at the very top of my page where it says Enlightenment in the Darkness, underneath it will say Reiki, a Holy Fire Reiki, and that's where they begin. There's an introduction class. I try to talk too fast, my mouth doesn't catch up. So anyway, but it starts with the introduction to the class, and it does explain the whole entire chakra system. So if you don't understand exactly what your entire chakra system is, it explains it. I try to watch Michael. My friend Michael, actually, that's in here in chat, Michael Sangelo, you see him there. He is a Reiki master. He taught me. God love him. I met Michael about, oh my gosh, 8 or 9 years ago, and lovely Julie, that's also here in chat. This is my part of my soul family here, that joins me every Thursday night, and he actually had me do the Reiki, and then from there I started teaching it to other people, and then I decided, you know what, I'm going to take this to my channel. I spent many, many hours and weeks and actually months putting the classes together and really working on them. And you will be registered if you get your certificate, you take your certificate and you go over to William Rand's site and you register. But you don't have to register to actually teach Reiki. So if you want to take the classes and just go do the meditations and do what you need to do, take the classes, watch them, do the meditations. You have the right, without the certificate or the book, to start doing Reiki and putting and setting up your own Reiki practice. So you don't need the book. The book and to register online is if you want to buy more books, which is what I do. I've bought many books and I still have like 5 more here that are sitting here. So anyway, so that's what it is. Yes, thanks, Mike. Mike is my buddy that kicks me back into play. Here we go. So jumping back over to banners. So what we're going to do here, let me know if it's too loud when I start it. So like I said, the meditation, you're going to hear sounds. I put sounds in there to help you visualize even more and to take you deeper into this hypnosis / meditation that we are doing tonight. So you guys ready? I'm going to start it. So, the first thing I want us to do, though, before we actually start here, is I want to take a moment, okay? And I want to call our angels in, okay? So if everybody can actually go into the Gasso position, putting your thumbs into your heart chakra, please. I like to leave that little space in between because I picture the holy fire flame, but that's me. Again, if you want to be prayer position or whatever. Okay, everybody ready? I call forth the guardian of East, Raphael. Please come and join us tonight. Please guard this gate so none may pass unless they come in love and trust. Blessed be. I call forth the guardian of the South, Fire, Archangel Michael. Please come and watch throughout this rite and guard this gate so none may pass unless they come in love and trust. Blessed be. I call forth the guardian of the west of water, Gabriel. Please come and watch throughout this rite. Guard this gate so none may pass unless they come in love and trust. Blessed be. I call forth the guardian of the north of earth, Uriel. Please come and watch throughout this rite. Guard this gate so none may pass unless they come in love and trust. Blessed be. Okay, that's simple enough. Okay, so now our angels are starting to come into the room. They're going to be protecting you as you go on your journey back to your past lives, because we want this to be the best experience for you. And by calling them into your room, giving them permission, remember, it's all about free will. That's the one thing that Source God gave to us, was free will. So unless we invite them in, they shall not come. So please invite the angelics into your room. Please come into my house. Please, I'm asking you tonight to take us on a journey safely, freely into the angelic realm. Okay, so I'm starting, jumping over the comments one more second just to make sure that everybody, whoa, I almost hit end broadcast. That would have been bad. Okay, so everybody ready? Okay, so here we go. So let me know if this is too loud. You can turn down your TV sets. If it's not loud enough, I can actually turn up the volume on it. So I'm going to mute my mic now. So I'm bringing you over. Here we go. I want you to sit back, legs uncrossed and relaxed. Close your eyes. Take a deep cleansing breath. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take another deep breath in from your belly. Hold it in. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Take another deep breath in. Hold it. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Keep your eyes closed. You are feeling very relaxed now. All the worries of the day are quickly drifting away. If any thought should arise, simply brush it aside and continue listening to the sound of my voice. You are safe and heavily guarded by Archangel Michael, Raphael, Gabriel, and Uriel. You are in a protective bubble of pure golden light. It is a warm summer's day. Take a deep breath in, feeling the warm, healing air entering into your lungs. Now breathe it out. The sun is shining brightly in the noonday sky. The birds are singing you a lovely song. You are now feeling totally relaxed and at peace. Ahead of you in the distance, you see a wooden platform. You feel compelled to approach this structure. As you make your way closer, you notice a sign that reads "Train Station to Your Past." You step onto the train platform and hear a distant train whistle and the clacking of the train as it comes down the tracks as it approaches you. You begin to get excited about the journey you are about to take. As the train approaches and slows down, it stops at the platform. You hear the conductor yell, "All aboard!" You begin to climb the few steps to board the train. As you make your way down the aisle, you pick a window seat. Notice the seat as you sit down. Notice the number of the seat. As you become seated, the train lurches you forward, giving you a slight jerk in your seat. Remember, you are safe and well protected. The train quickly gains momentum, going ever faster and faster until you notice the trees outside the train are just becoming a blur. You decide to relax even more on this journey back to your past. The train begins to slow and come to a halt, delivering you at a new location. As you exit the train, notice the sights and the sounds around you. What do you smell? What do you hear? Look down at your feet and notice the shoes upon your feet. You notice a gentle touch from behind tapping you on the shoulder. You turn and notice you are being greeted by an angel who hands you a beautiful crystal for your journey. What color is this crystal? What is the crystal? What kind was given to you? Archangel Michael asks you to walk with him down a gravel road, or maybe there is no road at all. He is taking you to a house where many people are waiting to meet you. These are your people, your friends, your relatives from your past. They greet you by your name. What is your name? They call you by your first and last name, excited and so happy you have returned home. They take you inside a grand home. As you enter the foyer, you walk by a mirror where you pause to take a look at yourself. What are you wearing for clothes? What color are your clothing? What does your clothing feel like? Are you a man or a woman? Are you wearing any jewelry? Take notice of any features of yourself that seem to really stick out and catch your attention. I want you now to say to yourself in the mirror, "I forgive you from all your past mistakes, and I release all trauma and pain of this life." You are asked to join everyone from your past in the parlor where everyone is gathering and waiting to see you. As you enter the room, take a moment and stop to see all the familiar faces. They're so excited that you are home. A man or a woman comes forth and greets you, telling you their name. What is the name that you hear? I want you to look down at your body and notice all the connected cords and ties connecting you to all these people. Archangel Michael gives you a sword and tells you to cut away all these cords that are no longer serving you. You take a moment and take another deep breath in, release, and as you exhale, you swing the sword to cut away all the cords connecting you to this past. Now I want you to focus on a tremendous love you feel coming off everyone that is surrounding you in this room. And I want you to feel a tremendous love you have for everyone that is here. I now want you to fill your heart with love and reconnect a pure, beautiful, new love cord to everyone. This cord is of a higher vibration, and you instantly start to feel better and more at ease. You are asked to sit at the head of the table. This grand banquet is in your honor. Your friends and family are very eager to talk to you. Take a moment and listen to them. What are they telling you? What crucial information do they wish to share with you? Take a moment and just listen. One by one, they begin to tell you important information about this past life to help you on your journey in this life. I will pause now and let you visit for a few moments listening to the excited chatter and banter that is going on around you. The banquet meal is now coming to an end and the evening hour is quickly approaching. Everyone gets up and walks you to the door. They all give you a hug and a kiss goodbye, and some are even crying as you say your last farewells. Archangel Michael is waiting for you now outside the door. As you turn to leave, a child quickly runs to you and hands you a gift of some importance. It is a gift to heal you from your past traumas and pain. What is this gift? What color is this gift? What does this gift feel like? As you are handed this item, you instantly feel enlightened, overjoyed, relieved, and feelings of immense love. This is your gift to take with you back on your journey into value in this lifetime. You thank the child with a warm, loving embrace. Archangel Michael takes your hand and says it's time to return. You both walk back to the train station platform. You step up onto the platform and now are boarding the train. You walk down the aisle and sit in a different seat this time. What is the seat number that you sit in? Again, the train lurches forward, giving you a slight jerk in your seat. You notice the train gaining momentum, and as it speeds up, the trees and the scenery whiz by, becoming a swirling blur. The train begins to slow down, coming to a stop, bringing you back to your current destination from where you started, but you notice a change in you. You are feeling so much more joy, love, compassion than what you did before boarding the train. You feel as though something has been released and healed within you. You step off the train, thanking the angels for safely guiding you on your journey. You take a nice deep breath, cleansing breath in, release, breathing out slowly, opening your eyes, feeling energized and refreshed. You are now back to your present lifetime, feeling healed, happy, and renewed. All right, and so how did everybody do? I'm going to jump over to comments. Thank you, Sarah. I greatly appreciate that. I needed to slow it down a little bit more. It's like, geez, I need to slow that down just a tad more so that you get more time to visualize and see things. So you love this. So we're going to go over a few things that you guys may have seen on your journey. Did you guys get some crazy stuff? Did you see who were the people that you met? Um, did you meet some family and from a past life? Thank you, Shane. I greatly appreciate that. So what we're going to do is you are actually there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Keep going back and redoing that meditation because it's going to keep pulling things out of your past that need to be healed. So the more you do it, what I call cloaking, what I mean by cloaking is when we do bad things, we keep adding darkness. We keep adding a heavier cloak, like putting on a jacket or a cloak. Okay. And it adds and it makes us heavier in this lifetime. And when you do lovely things, even as simple as opening a door for somebody, you remove a cloak. When you do nice things for people, you're removing and you're when you get, and this is how it works by doing meditations, because meditations, it removes cloaks by doing meditations, doing yoga, doing all this spiritual work that we've been doing, the Reiki, everything that we do, it removes some of this karma that we've been holding for lifetimes upon lifetimes upon lifetimes. It removes this karma. And when we remove this karma, we actually become, like I said, less mass and we become more wave. Okay. And what I mean by that is you reach up into higher dimensions. You can go up to the ninth dimension. You can go up even further than that. It's just really crazy. So, okay, so everybody, stop throwing numbers in for me. That was great. The seat numbers, I want to know colors. I want to know the crystals. I want to know everything because I'm going to start pulling up banners now for you guys. And as far as the angel numbers, I'm going to have to go and look them up in the book because it's either that or I pull up this. I can't fit the banners here with all the numbers on it. So that's the thing. So let's start with colors first. Any colors that you saw? Let's start. Let's start with the blue over here. Cold, sadness, depression. Okay, that is the negative side of that color. But the positive side is tranquility, authority, wisdom, stability, cleanliness, freshness, and freedom. Then we move over to the red, which is love, excitement, warmth, romance, passion, speed, and luck. The negative side is rage, blood, aggression. We actually have a spirit here named Dave in our house because we live in a very haunted house. And he can't used to come in as the color red. And that is the rage and the anger that he had and the aggression that he had with him. So then we move over to the orange, which is health, happiness, friendliness, enthusiasm, and energetic, youth, fun, again, negative sign is ruin, danger, desolation. Then we move over to yellow, which is creativity, friendliness, cheerfulness, energetic, optimism, warmth, joy. Negative side, illness, danger, and madness. And remember, this is why I said pay attention to the emotions you were feeling. You'll know which one is for you. If you saw the color red and you felt love and compassion and all these other feelings, that's the positive side of the red color. But if you felt anger, when you saw that color red, that is the negative aspect of it. And that's something that needs to be healed in you. And of course, my banner's in the way. I'm going to have to take that sucker down. Hang on. Let me just hide the little sucker. There we go. So then we move over to green, nature, growth, prosperity, health, hope, luck, life. And again, the negative side is envy, green with envy. You've heard that term. Poison and corruption. Then we move down to the pink, which is romance, nurturing, innocence, delicate, playful, sweet, and kind. Again, if you felt a negative feeling with the color, it's immaturity, deception, and materialism. Moving over to the violet or the purple, luxury, mystery, spirituality, attraction, future, royalty, and magic. Yes, royalty. The color purple is for royalty. Negative aspects is illusion, deception, and detachment. Then we move over to black. Everybody thinks black is a terrible thing, and it's not. Witches wear black, and it's because it actually helps ground us and it actually absorbs negative energy. So black is a very good, in fact, most of your powerful crystals that are used to fight negativity are black. So anyway, so luxury, darkness, sophistication, authority, elegance, mystery, power. And again, the negative side of that is fear, loneliness, and hopelessness. Then we move over to the white color, which is light, holiness, cleanliness, spirituality, innocence, purity, and hope. The negative is the cold, isolation, and emptiness. And from the movie Frozen, cold, isolation, and emptiness, there it is. Then we move over to the gray, which is strength, calm, timelessness, neutrality. Remember, I told you guys try to stay in that neutrality zone. If you can't be anything, be neutral. Authority, wisdom, stability, and of course, the negative side of that is dull, lifeless, and abandonment. And again, you can go online and actually look up the colors if you wish to do that as well. Jump over to comments here because I need to know what everybody's purple, pink, and yellow. Awesome. Those are great colors, actually. Purple is also intuitive. Saint Germain in my Reiki classes, he comes in purple. In fact, after you take this is kind of interesting. After you take all the Reiki classes, your auric field becomes purple. So that's quite crazy. So, guys, start throwing numbers out at me. I'm going to move over to the crystals and to see what we got. Let me pull up the crystals here. And I have two banners on the crystals because I couldn't fit them all on one banner. So forgive me here. So we have citrine, that's stone of success, money, abundance, prosperity, raises self-esteem, good luck, business and projects. Regular crystal provides, which would be a quartz crystal, provides clarity of the mind and thought, raises one's vibration, balance, auric field, oh, wow, can't talk tonight. Initiates meditation and state of mind. Calcite transformation stone. It bridges communications between the body, mind, and spirit, as well as I know that. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. Amethyst does that as well. Energy amplifier. Then we move down to emerald, the stone of loyalty and success, love, open and activates the heart chakra, brings harmony to all areas in one's life. Fluorite. I love fluorite, enhances memory and intellect. Um, Discernment, it's like discernment, and concentration and brings wisdom. Foresight, excuse me, foresight, I guess, provides self-reflection and stimulates self-healing, enhances emotional and physical flexibility. Garnet, stone of health, stimulates the kundalini rising. Remember the kundalini? That lays dormant in your root chakra, one's internal fire, bringing their creative powers to manifest. Then we move down to hematite. This is a very powerful for negative spirits. Hematite, stone for protection and grounding, seals one's auric field against negativities. So if you've been given any one of these crystals, I'm not going to go through and read them all. If you see any of these crystals on this list, um, this is telling you that, like, for instance, say if you got citrine, okay, this is a stone for success, money, abundance, prosperity, raises self-esteem. It could be telling you that you should use this crystal because it's going to help raise your self-esteem, or maybe you have a business adventure out there that you wanted to get going. The angels know everything. There isn't anything that they don't see. So maybe they're recommending this for you to bring that in, to help you to manifest that and bring that into your life. Okay, so I'm going to move on to then I'm going to jump over comments. I'm going to let you look at that for a minute just before I jump to the other one. Clear white lines, the middle of it. Okay, so that sounds like it was like, was it terminated? Yeah, I believe it's terminated when it has the lines in it. Sarah's really good with her crystals. Sarah, speak up. Um, so the lines in it are usually tourmalated crystals. So let's move over to the next set. So here's your amethyst, awakener of the third eye, develops intuition and awareness, facilitates meditation, calming, and tranquility. Ametrine, fusion citrine and amethyst. That's the two of them together. That's what that is. And that's manifest one's visions, bringing out deepest dreams to reality. Agate, warrior stone, enhances courage, confidence, and strength. Amazonite, inspiration stone, increases the willpower and communication skills. Aventurine. I'm not going to continue reading all these guys, so I'm going to leave that up for a few minutes. And so if you can see, and again, if your crystal's not on there, forgive, but you can actually look up what your crystal is. And if you're not sure what it is, you can actually type in the description of the crystal. What is a white crystal with is it tourmaline? No, is it terminated? Oh my gosh, I can't. I'm so tongue tied tonight. Always am. I'm terminated. That's the word. Thank you. I gotta always rely on them. The terminated in the middle of the stone. That's what those white lines are that may be going through that. Again, apatite, carnelian, jade, blue, kyanite, labradorite, muscovite, and mica, malachite, black obsidian, pyrite, peridot, and rose quartz. So, and again, I'm going to leave that up for a second for you guys to delve into that. Nice, Julie. Awesome. I'm glad you looked yours up. Um, Nice. So, like I said, I only just grabbed some just to give you an idea because I knew this was going to be a long class tonight. So I don't want to sit here and just continue going on and on and on. So I'm going to now jump over to comments. I'm going to go up to, um, so I'm trying to look at people's numbers here. So the number is 6 and 9. Okay. I'm going to look up number 6. Okay. So number six relates to the earthly materials, such as possessions, planetary issues, and concrete tangibles. Be careful to balance thoughts or worries about the material with a focus in the faith in the spirituality. So it's telling you to find a little bit more of that balance there. That's what that 6 is telling you to do. Okay. And number 9, your divine life purpose involves the giving of service through the natural talents, passions, and interests. So that one's telling you, kind of giving you an insight of what maybe your soul contract was supposed to be in this lifetime. Like for mine, I knew I was supposed to be a spiritual teacher, and here I am. But it took automatic writings to learn that, and it took years. I've been doing this for 30 years, guys, and it took me probably a good 20 years before I could actually really start hearing and speaking with the angelic realm. But again, I'm not the type that sits there and meditates every day either. And I was also raising 4 children in the process, and doing what I needed to do. So, we get busy with our lives, as we all know. Okay, so that's the numbers 6 and 9, 16 and 18. Okay, that's the next ones I see. 16 is your thoughts create your reality. Remember, I tell you this, guys, all the time. What you believe becomes your reality, okay? And your reality is going to be different than any other somebody else's reality. And that's why I said try not to judge and try not to, they might not be on the same spiritual development as you are, and not to look down on people, because we're all here for this purpose and to learn and to understand why we're here. So your thoughts create your realities, so only hold positive thoughts and expectations about your material issues, and your needs will be met. And as I said, if you have a negative thought, release that to source. This is not of my vibration. I release it to you. Whoa, that was crazy. I release it to you, and then replace it with 3 positive thoughts, okay? Because by replacing with 3 positive thoughts, you raise your frequency up out of that lower frequency that's giving you that negative thought. And remember, just because you have a negative thought doesn't mean it's your own thought. We actually hear what's called the chitter chatter that's going on around us. You may have a negative spirit that just all of a sudden came through and said, "You're a bitch." You know what I'm saying? So, oh, something just went flying over here. So again, don't claim every negative thought as your own, and don't have the guilt with the negative thought. Please, we're only human right now in this moment. Okay, we are spiritual beings with a physical body in this moment. Okay, and people think that we're a physical body with a soul. No, we are a soul that has a physical body at the moment. It's just the opposite. We have everything backwards. When we dream, the angels tell me that's actually when we're truly awake. That's when they give us messages. That's when we hear and know all. Okay. And when we are actually physically awake here in this existence, this is actually when we're asleep, because this is when we're learning our life lessons and tripping over ourselves and bumping a toe. Okay. So 16 and 18 is think only thoughts of abundance and prosperity, as your thoughts are manifesting very quickly right now. It's so easy, and that's the end of 18, but it's so easy to get caught up in our fears. And especially if you're watching the news and watching the government and all the crap that's going on, I call it the sleight of hand. They distract you over here so they can do stuff over here. Okay. And again, I'm not going to get into conspiracy theories or anything along that line. But my point is that when we fed that fear, the COVID and the whole things, COVID was a real thing, but when we get fear thrown at us over and over again, that pushes us into the lower chakras. It pushes us in below the heart chakra, and then we get into that fight for flight mode. And remember, your body cannot prosper and grow if you're constantly in that primal mode of fight for flight. you're not growing, okay? All you're doing is gonna get into sickness, it's gonna affect your health, and it's gonna pull you down, okay? So remember that. Okay, so 6, 9, 16, 18. What are the numbers here? I got people. Um, I'm trying to look. I'm going up through chat. Give me a second, guys. So any more numbers to throw out there to me, guys? I'm going back down to the bottom. Oh, 79. Okay, so I'm going to start from 22 because that's the next one. Okay, 22, your deep conviction manifest miracles and wonderful new opportunities. Keep the faith, and that's a big thing too. Keeping that faith, that is so important. Even when your life totally sucks ass, please keep the faith. Please, 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 because remember, this could be something that's sucky in your life, could be part of your soul contract that needs to be addressed. So you're not going to carry it over into your next lifetime. So it's so important to address these issues and not to give up on life. So important. So, number 24, the angels are helping you to keep the faith. Have courage. They want you to know that they are with you right now. Believe in your angels. Yes, they're lovely beings. And believe in their desire and power to help you. They are wonderful, wonderful beings. I've had many, many very prophetic dreams with the angels, and they are really amazing teachers in how they help us. So number 7, do we do 11? Let's do 11 here real quick. 11 is pay attention to your re- uh, repetitive thoughts, so your reoccurring thoughts that keep coming back and back, and ideas as they answer all your prayers. Also, too, I want to point out this. They just said that to me. Pay attention to songs. They give you messages in songs. Thank you, Michael. Okay. They do it to me. This is how, in fact, if I want to heal myself, I crank music and I play it and I listen to it, and that totally changes my mood and it heals me from the inside out. But they give us many, many messages in numbers and in songs. So pay attention to your songs. Healing yourself. This number also signifies a highly creative person who needs to avoid addictive behaviors. So it's telling you to pay attention to your addictive behaviors. Maybe again, moderation is the key here. Okay, it's okay to drink, but don't over excess in it. Don't become an alcoholic. So that's what 11 is. And let's see here, number 79. Oh, let's see, 22. I'm trying to go in order where I'm in the book here. So 22 is your deep conviction manifests miracles and wonderful new opportunities. Again, keep the faith. And 24, the angels are helping you to keep the faith. Okay, we did that one. Okay, so number 79, we haven't done 79. Let's jump over to 79. Okay, so 79, you've devoted yourself to giving sacred service to the divine's life purpose. So you told God or told source that I want to devote my life in this lifetime to help others, so forth and so forth. You're taking the right course of action toward the fruition of this mission. That is number 79. Let's do 44 with Adam here. Okay, I'm just bouncing around. This is an awesome book. Again, this book is Angel Numbers by Doreen Virtue, Ph.D. in Lynnette Brown. Angel Numbers. This is what I'm working out of tonight. Okay, so back to Adam. We are at 44. All right. 44 is many angels are with you now. You can ask these angels to help you with anything that brings peace to you and your loved ones. Don't tell the angels how to fix the situation, just ask them to fix it. The divine and infinite wisdom of the Creator guides you through the angels to wonderfully ingenious solution. So that's what number 44 is. And then we'll jump back to 36. The Ascended Masters want to help you with your material life, especially by providing you with support for your mission and your loved ones. The Ascended Masters ask you to keep your mind focused on spirit and not to unduly focus on the material world. And it's funny, Adam, you've gotten material before. The material world. So, any other numbers here going on? Oh, 66 and 45. So keep in mind, if you're looking up angel numbers online, sometimes you get a different definition than what is actually in this book. I go by this book because this book has done good by me in the past. So this is the book. As you can see, I've had this book for about 25 years. So yeah. All right. So number 66, keep your thoughts focused heavenward during this time and avoid excessive worry and obsession with materiality. So the material world. Focus more on the spiritual. And Julie, I know you're a spiritual person. You have your own spiritual thing that you do with your buddies and everything. I know you're taking a break for a while. So anyway, so but it's telling you to keep your thoughts focused on heaven. Um, Up there, Summerlands, or whatever you want to call it. I call it Summerlands, I call it heaven, I call it everything. So anyway, so that is that one. And then we'll go back to 45. So let's see here. Number 45. The angels ask you to make necessary life changes without delay. You already know what those changes are, Julie. Ask the angels to help you find the courage and strength to make them, and know that these changes ultimately benefit everyone. So that's important to know. So that's cool. Let's see. Any other numbers? 5 and 7. Mike, you got? Okay. Back to 5. This number relates to change, transformation, transmutation, and alchemy. Something in your life is changing. Oh, good God, Michael, what now? And about to change for the better. Yay! He needs some good news. So you got changes coming to you, Michael, and it's going to be for the better. So that is good. And then number 7, uh, one word, basically one, excuse me, one sentence. You're on your path. Keep up the good work. But we already knew that. You taught me, man. Uh, you got me. Okay, so that's 5 and 7. So 79 and 11, we did those, right? Or let's see here. 11, pay attention to your repetitive thoughts and ideas and their answers to your prayers. This number also signifies a highly creative person. Yes, we did that one. And we did 79 as well. You're a home caregiver. That explains a lot. So anybody else, any other numbers? Because this class is kind of, let's see here. Yeah. So any other numbers, guys, before you get a chance? I do want to point out, I want to do, this number has haunted me for about 30 years. I'm going to tell you my number, 444. And this is thousands of angels surround you at this moment, loving and supporting you. You have a very strong and clear connection to the angelic realm and are an earth angel yourself. You have nothing to fear. All is well. So those are my numbers, is 444. I get that all the time. I see it on the clock. I see it everywhere. Phone numbers, you name it. It's just insane how it just haunts me. So anyway, and I have one more banner for you guys. Remember, it's easy to look back and question decisions you've made in the past, but it's unfair to punish yourself for them. I'm going to read that line again. It's easy to look back and question decisions you've made in the past, but it's unfair to punish yourself for them. You can't blame yourself for not knowing back then what you know now. And the truth is, you made each decision for a reason based on how you were feeling at the time. As we grow up and learn and we evolve, maybe the person you are now would have done things differently back then, or maybe you are the person you are now because of decisions you had made back then. Trust the journey. It's all going to make sense very soon. And remember, you can actually go back and, Sarah got 78. Okay, wait a minute, 78. But just remember, you can always go back and like I said, 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, this a meditation that you did today. This is the beginning of my meditation series. I'm going to be doing more. So this is kind of just the beginning. This was kind of a testing to see. So I know I have to speak more slowly. So I give you guys more time to see what you're seeing and feel what you're feeling. So I'll slow down the meditations. Hello, little beautiful little soul that's swinging by me. Um, I will be starting my meditation series. I will be working on that because I've been making all these videos and now it's time for me to focus over to creating meditations. And these will be my own meditations, not anybody else's, and you will not find them anywhere else on the internet. These will be mine coming from source, doing automatic writings and having them walk me through this. This is hours and hours and hours and hours and hours of work I'm going to be doing because I love you guys and I care about you guys and I want to see you shine. So let's read Sarah's number. Sarah's number is number 78. So let's see. Number 78 is you're on the right path moving toward abundance and prosperity in all ways. As you sow, so shall you reap. You've been listening to your true inner guidance and putting energy and effort in that direction. Now you're enjoying the rewards of your right actions. So that is number 78. So, again, I want to thank you guys for being here. And I love being a spiritual teacher and I love helping all of you. And I just want to thank you all because you make me shine. You really do. I'm disabled, okay? And I didn't want to just sit on my butt and watch TV. I don't do that. In fact, I very seldom watch TV until I go to bed at night and just to fall asleep. But I wanted to do something to give back to humanity and to give back to you guys and to help people out because I've been doing this 30 years. I have so much knowledge locked in this little brain of mine, and I want to share it all with you. And I thank you. And again, my beliefs are my beliefs. I'm not pushing anything over onto you guys. Take what you get from these classes that resonates with you and work. Twist it, morph it to work into your world. Again, I'm not pushing my beliefs on you. Please do not take that as such. And I wish to thank you all for being here. Chris, Sarah, Michael, Jasmine, my beautiful, gorgeous Modest. I missed you so much. And Adam and Vincent and Angie, their little kitty cat. Whispers, Natalie in the realm of darkness, darkness, darkness. And our new people that joined us tonight, Ghost Mama TV, thank you for being here with us tonight. And I'm trying to find the other one. I got a short-term memory here thing. Let's see, I gotta go back to the top. Okay, here we go. And Dr. Kairos, thank you for being here. Next week we are starting our Egyptian series. Yay! We've already done our Greeks. So now we are moving on to our Egyptian. We are starting off with my favorite, Bastet. Yes, the goddess, the cat goddess. And there's some really crazy information you're going to be learning about her next week. And I'm trying to Okay, just making sure I covered everything. So that's going to be it for next week is going to be Bastet, and so that's going to be a fun class. Then after that class, I believe I'm going to be bringing that creepy cryptid in here that you guys have not heard his name. I know you haven't heard his name. That I'm going to be sharing with you, and we're going to be bone casting. I'm going to be digging out my bones, and we're going to be bone casting, and I'm going to be telling you what you guys get, and give you a little bit more insight into your future, and to what you need to be working on in your lives to make you shiny, shiny, shiny. So I love you all. Thank you for being here. I'm rambling again. And remember one more thing. What is it, guys? Shine, shine, shine. You keep shining your light, man. You're beautiful people. And I love you all. And God bless. Have a great night, guys. Take care. Bye. See you later.